We've been cleaning up in here today since we're going to be building some more rabbit pens. We're trying to clear some area out, and we laid some boards down here. We're going to put the next rack. Yeah, here we go. We're going to put the next rack over in this spot, and then after we get that done, we'll move some rabbits around, and we'll have some more room right here, and we'll put the second rack up, and then we'll start building some more cages. Okay, our racks are made up of 6 2x4s, and what we do, this is what you see here, all these boards, this is enough for 2 racks. The part that holds the cages is 8 foot long, and what we're going to do, I wish we don't have a lot of room here, I'm going to turn this off. What we're going to do is we're going to make the frames for the racks, and then we'll put the legs on. What we did with the legs here are just short of 6 feet because we want, for the racks, we need pieces that are 24.5 inches. So we cut 24.5 inches off these 8 foot boards, and then we cut them lengthwise in half, and these will be the legs. So right now we'll move them off. Okay, this is our cage frame boards. They're 8 foot long. And what we're going to do is I'm going to mark this. We're going to drill 2 holes on each end and then screw in the cross pieces. It doesn't take a whole lot. But what we're going to do though is we're going to lay these the opposite direction. This here, these boards are 2 inches thick by 1.5. And the reason they're 2 inches is we want a little bit of a lip. We're going to put the end pieces on sideways, so there's a little bit of a lip. And then we're going to put a 3/4 inch piece thick here for the shelves for the rabbit cages to sit into. Otherwise your rabbits can run in circles and jump and actually knock their cage off the shelf. And having this little lip here will keep the cages in the right place. Okay. We'll do the same at this end. Okay, what we did the last time was we used nails, which now that I'm thinking about it, we're going to put some nails in these and nail it together instead of screw it in, because the nails are 4 inches long, which will give it more strength. Alright, that's all the nails we need. And before we put these frames together, first we will drill in our little 3/4 inch pieces. Now, I got these 3/4 inch pieces from these boards. What I did was, with the 2x4, I ripped out 2 3/4 inch strips to be used for this edge piece that we're doing, and also for the cross bracing once we got the frame together. So what I did with these, we've got 8 boards, and so I've got 8 strips. I've got 4.5 inches off, so that they're going to fit it within the frame. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this 3/4 inch piece flush with the bottom. So like I say, we're going to have a little lip. And I put a screw about every 1.5 feet. It's a 1 1/4 inch screw, regular sheetrock screw. Works very well. Mistake. This isn't going to work because I got to put this on the inside, and this is the outside of the frame. So what we'll do is we'll put the frame together first. Sometimes you just can't save time. Easy way to get this started is to, you probably can't see that. Let me move that. Okay, the best way to put your frame together is to have it on the floor so that when you pound, at least it's hitting something hard and it'll go in better. Again, you want to flush this piece with the bottom like you're going to do with the 3/4 inch piece. Okay, so we got a little split on this. Instead of starting over, do instead of starting over is I'll put a couple screws in that so it doesn't come apart on us. Okay. Okay, now I can put in the 3/4 inch pieces. And just to keep it from falling on me, I will clamp it down in the middle here. And once I get done with this, we do the same for the next 4, so you don't have to watch that whole thing. Okay, just to give you a real close-up of what the edge looks like. See here, you've got a nice little 1/4 inch lip to hold your cages in place. And we'll do 4 more of those and we'll have it ready to go. Okay, so we've made some frames, and what goes with the frames is we've got the legs. Let me focus in here for you. It's not a big deal. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see the lines. But basically, we're going to put the cages sitting at 24 inches and at 5 foot. And we have a little extra length here to put some angled reinforcements onto the rack. So I've drawn a line at 5 foot and at 24. And then the next, what I do is I'm going to drill 2 holes below the line to attach the framework to. And then when we get out to the shop or out to the greenhouse where the rabbits are, we'll put it together there. It's a little big and bulky if you put it together in here and try and get it out the door. And also, before we go out there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the screws in part way so that when we get out there, it's real easy. You don't have to do any real setup. It's all ready to go. All right, we're almost done. Now I'm going to do the cross pieces that we'll use to reinforce the frame with. All right, these are our cross pieces. 4 of them are 24 inches, and that's your back cross pieces. And then 4 of them are 30 inches, which are your end piece supports and keeps it from weaving once you got all the weight on it. All right, so we'll see you out of the greenhouse. All right, we're going to line these racks up with these 2-foot and 5-foot lines that I talked about earlier. The top of the rack is going to be at the 2-foot mark. All right, this is going to hold it up. What? Oh, we got a kitty in the... Okay, these are our 24-inch 1x2s, and this is going to keep the rack from going one direction as far as, it'll strengthen it up quite a bit. Okay. Well, I've just been notified by my producer that our battery's running dead, so we're going to turn it off for a minute, and I'm going to do the other side just like this, and then we'll show you how to finish it up. All right, we're ready to stand it up, and then we'll have 2 more supports to put in, and it'll be done. Okay, you see that it doesn't go this way at all because of those supports. So now I'm going to put supports in here so it doesn't go this way. see, it's a lot stronger. So I'm going to do this on the other side and our rack is done. I'm going to show you a close-up of the rack. What I was explaining earlier is this little lip that we did, which holds the cages in place. And right here we have the cage sitting in it. And so they're safe, they're not going to roll out. Another thing I want to explain about the rack is the feet are on the end of it. This is 8 foot long and most of your cages are 2 foot. And so we have a full 8 feet, plus if we have to, the cage can come into this area if it goes just beyond 8 feet. And the cross pieces that I did are in the back, and the reason we did them in the back so they don't get in your way while you're feeding. And they're at the top, or the bottom, underneath the top rack and underneath the bottom rack. And the reason is, since there's 2 racks, we need to put in a diverter, which we'll do that in another video. But you can see where the rack is, or the brace is, and you want to be able to fit that in. Actually, I don't even need to do a video on this divert. All it is this is 12 feet, or it was 12 feet of plastic roofing. We cut it into 3 foot lengths, and so we used a 12-foot sheet to get 4 of them, so to cover an 8-foot span, and to get it to make sure it doesn't hit the rabbits at all. It actually sticks out 6 inches so that everything from the top rack won't hit anybody on the bottom rack. And the way to make it is you put a little board from your rack from end to end. That's 8 foot 4 inches, so you got to use a 10 foot 1x2. And then the top is a 1x2 that we screwed right into the rack. You can see here. First you just screw in the piece of plastic all along this board, and then you just slide it in place and then screw it right into the rack, and you're done.